Salchli is the commissioner manager of the Swiss Pavilion at Expo 2020. Manuel, thank you for being with us.
Thank you for having us.
Manuel, the topics of this Expo 2020 are innovation, digitalization, inclusivity, sustainability. How, in your opinion, your country, Switzerland, has faced these so big, important topics like this in the activity of your country?
The Swiss Pavilion is special. If we compare to Milan, for example, or Astana, where we had a permanent exhibit, what we do here, we change exhibits every month. We change the exhibits in line with the Program for People and Planet by Expo, meaning that at the moment we talk about tolerance and inclusivity. We have started with the circular economy. We have talked about space. It's very particular. So if you come back in 2-3 weeks from now, the content of the pavilion will have changed. In the same time, obviously, we have the facade, we have the red carpet, we have the mountains, we have La Mare di Nebbia, that is talking to a more general public, but we do have content that is targeted at either students or professors or opinion leaders of the UAE and the region.
So different events, different panels to approach the different topics.
Absolutely, yes. We bring together with the State Secretariat of Research, Innovation and Education, we bring professors, we bring Swiss startups for every focus week of Expo. We are hosting events at the Swiss Pavilion, but we also provide speakers for the World Majlis, for example, or business meetings organized by Expo.
How so huge audience is approaching your innovations and your installations?
You know, we talk to a general audience. I always say a grandmother visiting with her grandchildren, most probably they will just enjoy the fog and the mountains and maybe be interested to travel to Switzerland. But in the last exhibition room that we call Innovation Fountains, the more interested people are actually invited to spend more time and really find out about the innovations coming from Switzerland. So it's an offer, but we don't force anybody.
Yesterday we saw the very impressive installation relating the drops. Could you explain to our audience what does it mean?
It's a very poetic interpretation of innovation. We have symbolically, these are the drops falling down from the fog. And if you catch a drop, you actually actively participate in the pillars of Switzerland, meaning the stable politics, political system, the good universities that we have, research and innovation. So you grab a drop of water and you take it home with you to inspire you, actually.
Do you know how much Switzerland is engaged in the goal to reach all the topics that Expo is proposing? So,
well, you know, it's a good question. We know that, for example, and we talk about this, that Switzerland is the world champion in innovation because we don't have any natural resources, so we need to push the education system, research, and we know that we're also world champion in recycling, for example, glass bottles or PET bottles, but in the same time we know that we're one of the countries producing the most waste per capita. So these topics are important to our country like for any other country, and I think if we get together, it will be easier to solve the problems, the issues together, because it's the same world that we live in.
Absolutely. We have to do in every own role all we can do to be more sustainable, to have more inclusion and more attention to our climate. So thank you so much, Manuel.
Grazie mille.